Zara was a young girl born in a small village in Nigeria. Feel the cruel stares and hear the mocking words directed her way. Witch! Witch! They would shout, making her feel smaller every day. Even though she could not see their faces, she could imagine their scorn, and it hurt her deeply. The villagers' words were like sharp stones, dropping heavy into her soul, making her feel like she was nothing in their eyes. Zara often found solace in the quiet woods beyond the village. There, among the trees, she felt a sense of peace, a moment away from the anger and the shame that followed her everywhere. One fateful day, while she was walking through the woods, she encountered Amos, a boy from the village known for his troublemaking. She often sensed him lurking nearby, but this time he approached her with a wicked grin. "What are you doing all alone, witch?" he taunted. Zara felt a chill race through her but tried to walk past him. She could hear the laughter of other boys in the distance, but her mind was focused on escaping Amos. Before she knew it, he grabbed her, pulling her close. "You don't need to be afraid," he sneered. But Zara was terrified. She struggled, her heart pounding in her chest, but Amos was far too strong. Helplessness washed over her, and the world around her faded away into darkness. It was a moment that changed her forever, a nightmare that left her broken and vulnerable. After that day, Zara realized she was pregnant. The reality of her condition horrified her. She felt that her life had spiraled into an abyss of pain and shame. The village was ruthless, mocking her and calling her names. "She cursed us all," they would say, pointing and laughing as if she were a monster. Zara had no way to defend herself. She was already blind, and now she felt like she was living in a different kind of darkness, a darkness that consumed her wholly. Days turned to weeks, and Zara bore the weight of the villagers' judgment alone. Pregnant, blind, and an orphan, she endured the torment of those around her. The one single beacon of hope in her life was the kind words of an old woman named Mama Ifioma, who often brought food and sat with her, offering comfort. "Zara, you are not the problem," she would say gently. "You are a beautiful soul. You must not let their words define you." But Zara felt so lost. Every night, she lay awake, tears streaming down her cheeks as she listened to the world outside her small hut. The laughter of children seemed to mock her sorrow, reminding her of everything she would never have. She wished she could be part of their world, free from pain and judgment.
Then, after months of agony and humiliation, things began to change. Word spread through the village that Amos was confessing what he had done. On a sunny afternoon, Zara heard the commotion as he stood in the village square, trembling as he awaited the villagers' attention. The whispers of the crowd grew louder, and the air was thick with tension. "I am guilty," he shouted, his voice breaking. "I did a terrible thing to Zara. I regret it deeply." Zara could hardly believe what she was hearing. She felt a rush of emotions, a mix of fear, anger, and perhaps a flicker of hope. Amos's confession echoed through her mind, but how could the villagers accept this? Their anger ran deep, and she had seen how they treated those who harmed others. As Amos was led away, Zara felt a flicker of relief wash over her. The weight of years of ridicule and shame began to lift. The village was finally recognizing that she deserved compassion, not scorn. Slowly, the villagers began to change. They looked at her differently, less as a witch and more as a girl who had suffered and survived. Some even came to offer apologies. "We were wrong," they said. "Forgive us." Zara sat frozen, her heart racing as the verdict was reached. Amos, the boy who had tormented her, was to be banished from the village. The weight of the situation settled heavily on her shoulders, yet she felt something new stirring within her, a sense of empowerment. She was no longer just a victim, she was a survivor, and the village would soon see that. Zara's heart began to heal, and as she welcomed her baby into the world, she felt a flood of love. In that moment, as she held her child for the first time, she realized that her past did not define her. With the help of Mama Ifioma, she named her daughter Amina, which means trustworthy. Zara decided that Amina would witness a life full of love and the strength of women who hold on to hope.
People started coming from other villages to listen to Zara's words. Musa, a gentleman with a kind heart, became her friend, offering support to her and Amina. The village began to shift. They understood the importance of kindness and the impact of their words. Zara's experience transformed her from a girl labeled a witch into a symbol of strength and resilience. As years passed, Zara saw her village blossom into a more understanding community. The laughter of the children no longer stung but filled her with joy. The darkness she once felt was now illuminated by love surrounding her. She raised Amina to be brave and compassionate, teaching her the value of lifting others instead of tearing them down. And so, Zara's story became a powerful testament that even in the face of greatest adversity, love and hope can prevail. She had fought through the most difficult of challenges, emerging not just a survivor but a beacon of strength for others. In the heart of the village, she stirred hope in those who had lost their way, proving that it is possible to rise above, heal, and create a future filled with love.